and gentlemen, I'd like to present before you Exhibit A. Observe. This is what is commonly known as an empty suit. That's right, an empty suit. Now, as you can clearly see, I am formally dressed in my lab attire. What exactly is an empty suit? In the United States of America, we have what is known as a very common animal known as a politician. Now, the politicians are a unique species and brand of human being. This particular individual is, well, let's say his proclivities are power and fame and money of what is known as an empty suit. Yes, empty suit. Now, an empty suit, as you can clearly see, well, is empty. Well, there's nothing here, nothing inside, nothing, no magic underwear, no magic garments, no tie, no cummerbund, no pants, no shirt, nothing. Just an empty suit. And an empty suit is commonly an individual, well, who's primarily really has nothing to show for anything but his suit. Now, there are those in the selection that suggest that the United States of America is nothing more than a company. Actually, it's just a business entity, a corporation, that should only be concerned with its economic dividend, its revenue stream. In other words, its monetization. We want to monetize the United States of America. Now, there are those who would differ and say that the United States of America was the land of the free for those poor refugees around the world who were looking for religious freedom and freedom from religious persecution, and a new land such as the Pilgrims, the Puritans who hit the New England shore fleeing religious persecution. Now, there are those who would say that the Founding Fathers were indeed such a brand, but indeed they were businessmen from Europe who were looking more to incorporate this new land and form it into a corporation, the United States of America Incorporated. Nonetheless, that's another subject for another day, but we do have a candidate currently trying to become President of the United States of America Incorporated. His name is Mitt Romney, or more commonly known Mitt-mormon Romney. Very, very, very key, the Mormon part. Typically in Mormon politic and theology, there is always something in the empty suit. And they're not the golden plates. No, can't find those. But there are secret garments for their vow of chastity. And there's also their secret temple events where they have ceremonies to baptize dead Jews to convert them to Mormonism. And Catholics and Muslims and Baptists and you name them, they convert everybody. Not really the blacks. That's only recently because, blacks are cursed in the Mormon church. Well, they conveniently changed their policy, if you know what I mean. Back to the point. So the candidate for the Republican Party is Mitt-mormon Romney. Believes that, the United States of America should be run like Staples or Sports Authority or Albertsons or Fantastic Sam's, all are Mormon companies, and JetBlue. Never fly them. However, we know the United States of America is made up of something more that constitutes our great democracy other than the revenue stream and the economic dividend of our deficit. Horrible thing, isn't it? Unfortunately, the Republicans would only like to blame Barack Obama for that. And indeed, much of this happened under the Reagan administration and under the Bush administration, both wars in Iraq, twice under the Bushes. Subject for another day. Empty suit. Yes, I do believe that there's someone in this suit, and he might call himself, if I can see, Mitt Romney. Now, no. I'm sorry. I have no authority. What do you mean I have no authority? Excuse me. Well, you have no authority except the authority given to you by your 12 apostles that sit in Utah. Or should I say Zion? What? Yes, I know you took a trip to Jerusalem, and you said that your first trip when you were elected president will be to Jerusalem. Unlike Obama, who went to Riyadh, Mitt quiet, would you? Mitt Romney believes that Utah is the new Zion. In fact, he believes there was a missing tribe of Levi from Israel that actually established the Americas. He was a bishop in the Mormon church, you know. He really believes this. None? Yes, you do. You know it's in your Doctrine of Covenants. It's in your book. And on top of it, he believes that Utah will be the place that is considered New Jerusalem, where the Messiah will return. Yep. It's in your teachings. It's in your books. I suggest you read them. Nonetheless, he wants you to believe that he's going to change the country. Indeed he is. Now, what kind of change? Well, the change that Mitt Romney purports is Mormonism. Ah, yes. You see, in the Mormon church, the prime directive is to convert everyone to Mormonism. Sounds a little bit like Dianetics, doesn't it? L. Ron Hubbard. Oh, he needs to meet with Tom Cruise. You see, Mitt Romney's favorite book happens to be L. Ron Hubbard. Oh, does that surprise you? Not me at all. You see, the Mormon plagiarized book is a bit of a fantasy novel, if you would, where they, well, plagiarized the Torah and the Bible and had a little delusional moment, he and, well, Joseph Smith and Brigham Young, and found some golden plates, which nobody can ever find, and came up with this fantastical scientific novel called Dianetics. Mormonology, the Mormon faith. Well, at any rate, this particular Mormon has decided there is really something in this empty suit. Lies, deception, and a nefarious, undermining plot to change the White House into a Mormon temple, and you, each of you, baptized in their secret ceremonies to convert you to their faith. You have nothing to say about it, in fact. In fact, Mitt Romney himself had secret ceremonial baptisms for your mother, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, and children. Ah, shut up. You know it's true. Quiet, you. Nonetheless, he says I have no authority because, well, they teach that the Catholic Church, sorry, Paul Ryan, well, they bastardized the gospel and pretty much became what they call apostate. And in this particular empty suit's view, well, that meant that the Catholic Church no longer had the authority to carry on the work of Jesus Christ. I know, a little bit religious, isn't it? But he was a bishop in the Mormon church, this empty suit, and he also, his father, was a part of a polygamous colony early on. You wonder why he fled to Mexico. Ha 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 ha. Ah, empty suit, tell the truth. But he won't, because Mormon theology is based on lies and deception, and you are falling for it. Unfortunately, there's truth available, which is why I'm here, and others, to tell you that there's really nothing in this empty suit. A robot, perhaps. A man who's dictated by his Mormon theology. Well, he'd like to make you believe that he's just another church. No, it's what we call a cult. You know it to be true. And in fact, you change your views all the time. That's what your church does, just to fit in for whatever you want. You know that to be true. Vain, capital, state, your Mormon, what's authority on? Those are all your Mormon buddies. But in fact, indeed, they believe in keeping it all in the family, as we say, because they're all preparing to take care of their own, the Mormons. It is an empty suit. And don't be deceived. Beyond the smiles and the 1,500 children he has, all that is really here is lies. I suggest that you take this empty suit off the hanger. Undress him. And as you can see, the emperor has no clothes. Oh, my dear, dear fellow American citizens, I beg you, I implore you, I command you, do not vote for an empty suit, because all you will get in the end is nothing. That's truly empty. Good day. That's for you.